Of course I would end a video about cliffhangers on a cliffhanger, then get sick the next week. It's only logical. Welcome back to SpeterTV. Still a little sick, but whatever. Here's a little secret about me. Hey, come close. It's not really a secret, but I'm gonna act like it's a secret so you feel special. I don't really care that much about Star Wars. It's true, I don't. I really don't. I've tried. I've seen every movie except for Solo. Oh, and The Rise of Skywalker, the most recent one. Right. It's been less than a month and I've already forgotten that I haven't seen it. Wow. I don't think I saw The Phantom Menace in theaters because I was 4 and I don't remember that much from 1999 outside of SpongeBob. I think I saw Attack of the Clones in theaters. I know I saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters. I saw The Force Awakens in theaters twice. I saw Last Jedi in theaters twice. I saw Rogue One in theaters. I've been trying, you know, I've put forth effort. For some reason, I can't seem to actually watch Star Wars movies when they're on TV and they're on all the time. Somehow the ones I've seen the least are, you know, the original. Maybe actually paying attention to those more would make me like the franchise more. It's possible. Look, in 5th grade, I was in a hospital for a week with an asthma attack. Every time I would wake up in the middle of the night hoping I'd, you know, be able to leave because I felt fine, I would look at the TV and Star Wars was on. I think it was A New Hope, but I don't really remember because my mind was on other things. And I just kept thinking to myself, wow, I really don't care about Star Wars being on right here. Get me out of this hospital. So, I don't know, maybe I have some childhood trauma that Star Wars brings back somehow. I don't feel bad when I see it, I just don't care, which is what I felt then. Oh no, I'm sinking. So what I'm saying is, overall, I don't really care about Star Wars one way or another. I don't hate it, I don't love it, it just exists to me. Again, I saw The Last Jedi twice in theaters, and I don't actually care enough to love or hate it. Though, this scene right here on screen, that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a theater. But then I was like, wait, who was that in that ship again? It was purple hair lady, right? What was Laura Dern there? I don't know. So what's my point? I don't care that much about Star Wars, right? I've tried to, I can't force it. Nothing's really been able to make me care. Except for The Mandalorian. And not just because of the 50-year-old baby meme king. The Mandalorian is just a good show so far. The characters have so much life to them. You care about them and seeing their character development over the course of the first season. You hope to see them again, and if you do, you're glad that you did. Whether the stakes are high or low, it's usually engaging. It's efficient, you don't feel like you're just wasting time sometimes. If anything, you want more time. And you don't have to be a deep Star Wars historian to care about it. The references and callbacks to other parts of Star Wars aren't something that are necessary for you to follow along with the plot. They're not distracting either. If you get it, awesome. If you don't, it's still cool. And if you realize that it is a reference without really fully getting it, like I might, it kind of makes you want to understand it. I mean, I don't have the same kind of nostalgia for Star Wars that it feels like 112% of the rest of the world has. That's bad math. But even I can tell that this feels like the franchise. It feels like good, fresh Star Wars content. And that makes me happy for my friends who do care more about Star Wars. It makes me want to understand the hype even more. And what that tells me is that this is exactly what the Star Wars franchise needs right now. All the controversy with the movies coming out, it's tiring. It's clearly tired out the fan base, I can tell that from the outside. The Mandalorian is the only thing aside from the video game lately that's clearly given people just excitement and enjoyment in this franchise, like universally. Not arguing and debating and needing to be right or wrong, but just having fun. And it lets people like me in on how much there really is to this franchise. Like, I know there's a lot. Everybody knows there's a lot. There's all these books and whatever. There's way too much. I'm never gonna care about that stuff. But I know Clone Wars is coming back, and The Mandalorian makes me want to go back and watch the Clone Wars and Rebels. It tells me, hey, this is what Dave Filoni can do, and this is really his first live action stuff. Let me see him in his element. Or, wow, this is what Deborah Chow can do? Okay, I might need to check out the Obi-Wan series. And if there's enough other people who feel the way I do, and I'm sure there are, this is exactly what the franchise seems to need right now. Something that can just unite people in their enjoyment of it. And maybe TV and streaming is the way to go right now with the franchise. Switch it up a little bit. I don't know. If you want to keep this franchise going strong from the outside looking in, if you ask me, this is the way. You're not clever. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Be honest with yourself and with me. Subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell to let your speeder sense tingle when I upload. Socials, Patreon, and Teespring are on the screen. Check those out. And I'll hopefully see you next week, if I'm not sick again, and if I know what I'm talking about, and if I have time.